Now from Angel Stadium in Anaheim, we've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Lions and the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome the Los Angeles Angels.
And today's starting pitcher, Eldridge Lowe. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
That one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. That one missed.
That's the ball.
Just the third pitch of the night, and already a little question on the strike zone of the umpire in this one.
That clips the corner. Breaking ball misses down and away. Got him swinging.
Batting second, shortstop. Number
Okay,
7.
let's check out the lineup. At the plate, Cody Berger. Homered last night, added another hit as well. In the air to left center. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, left fielder. Number 23.
Hard hit, could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Next to hit, Victor Gallegos.
Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
0-1.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. He will score and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
He swings and fouls one off. Out to short, Bonds. They take the force out. That's the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back in Anaheim. And starting this one, John Green. And singing, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Digging in, Freddie Slade. Check swing, but he went too far, and it's 0-1.
Ball off the plate.
Out towards right center field. DeMonte on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Let's take a look at our lineup.
Catcher, number 98.
That one misses, and it's 1-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The 1-0. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him looking. 2 out.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And here is Alfred Scherr. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball 1.
Late on that fastball.
Ball 2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Angels held in check. They trail here 1-0. Back here at Angel Stadium, here's the third baseman, Xavier Carter.
I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
0-2 now. On the ground. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter, number 13.
This one in the air center field. Cabrera gets under it, and there's 2 down.
Batting 8th, center fielder, number 0.
Now here is Brian Tovar. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
Hey! Ball too high. Ball,
He's
no.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
2 down, nobody on. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That ends the frame. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Bottom of the second. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Anthony Gentry.
Number 14.
Just missed.
Ball.
And
ball.
another ball. Right
Yeah.
through there for a strike. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Foul ball.
And he walked
That's
him.
a ball.
And
Take your
that's
base.
how they get their first base runner of the game.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
Ahoy.
Here comes the 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Stays alive. The 1-2. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And up next for Los Angeles, Ed Bonds. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Here's the 0-2. This one in the air, right field. Fair ball. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single. We're tied at 1.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. The 1-0. Just
Down low.
missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And
No,
that
that's
one
down.
a little below the knees. And it's 3-0. Escobar in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. There's a strike. 3-1. Runner on the move. And that's fouled off. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Tied up here in the early going. And that'll
Ball
load
four.
the
Take
bases.
your base.
Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge.
Third baseman, number 27.
It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Now the third baseman, Antonio Escobar. Base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single and a 2-1 ball game now.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Hook.
One out. Runners at first and second. That clips the corner.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Makes the grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Freddie Slade now at the plate. Flied to right his first time.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
To the right side, Gomez Phelps. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for them and they jump ahead. We head on down to the top of the third. Angels out in front 2-1. Back in Anaheim, new inning getting started. Roger
11.
Saunders getting ready to hit. And that one fouled off. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
Struck him out swinging. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Fought off foul. Ripped to right. And there's 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Now at the plate, Cody Berger. He's 0 for 1.
Hey!
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. In the air, right field. Shurak under this one. Brings it in. And that is that. The Angels out front 2-1. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the Angels catcher, Ozzie Almanzar.
Number 98.
Dives and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, so they get the first out of the inning.
Great job by the second baseman right there. Quick reaction to dive, knock that ball down, and big leaguers just don't panic, not the good ones. He gets up, makes the play, really good throw over to first base. That's the kind of composure that you want to see from a guy in that position.
One home run shy of 200 for his career.
Ball, that's too low.
We usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
And a base hit up the middle. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, number 14.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Gentry, a multi-gold glove award winner, 32 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Oh, 1 down. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. And brings it in at the wall.
Now batting, first baseman, number 5.
So in now for the Angels, Sean Swigger. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Now 1 out to right. To Monty on the move. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Angels leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here at Angel Stadium as we go to the top of the 4th. Billy Benjamin digs in now.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Ball one.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one drilled left
Just
field
foul.
and foul ball. 1-2 now. That one almost got him.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And
Ball.
that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one
Ball
misses.
4. Take
So
your
a
bait.
leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
No. D-Ride.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Sets him down looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Now here is Forrest to
Ball.
Monty.
No.
Man at first, 1 away. Swings and misses. And it's 1-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And
Ball
that's off
inside.
the inside edge. Ball 3.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Benjamin, the base runner at first with 1 out. Payoff pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Here's the third baseman, Xavier Carter. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. And ball 1.
No, that's it.
The 1-0.
Hey.
And that one clips the corner. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. The Halos have the lead 2-1. Bottom of the inning.
And
So in now for the Angels, Ed
the
Bonds.
shortstop, number 33.
You know, these Angels doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. It's still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Now batting, right fielder, number 37.
No, that's in.
Ripped on the ground to second. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Now batting.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. And he's mostly held them in check. We'll see if they can break through over the next couple of innings.
Escobar in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one carrying, and that's going to bang against the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Grounds one to short. Berger tosses to first.
You're out.
And that ends the inning. Angels strand 1, but they still lead it 2-1. Back in Anaheim, now it's the DH, Jeff McAtee. And a foul ball.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Center fielder, number 0.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The Angels leading by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th.
That's
Started
a check.
to go
Did he
after
swing?
it. Now we'll look down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. The 0-2.
Ball.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Roger Saunders, the next to hit, struck out swinging his first time.
No, that's a ball.
Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Out of here. And we're all square. It's 2-2.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Two down, nobody on. That one pushed to the left and foul. The 0-2. And that
Ball.
one missing inside, a sharp slider. Swings over the splitter for strike three. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. 2-2 game. Back here at Angel Stadium, now it's the Angels leadoff man, Freddie Slade.
Number 15.
There's a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Damon Rogers, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Aller getting cranked up as well. That one fouled hard the other way. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Saunders takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Catcher, number 98.
Rips one to left. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Nice line drive, they pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So in now for the Angels, Alfred Shurak.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Close
Ball.
one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, left fielder, number 14.
That
No.
one misses. Ball one.
Ball two.
And there's the strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Through 5. All even at 2-2. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Leroy Cleary.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Leading off, Cody Berger. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate.
Strike.
Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Cleary, in his rookie season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Action in the Angels bullpen. James Hodges getting ready to go. Starks warming up as well. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
That one fouled off. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and it drops in. And that's a 1-out single.
Definitely found a perfect spot. This could be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
And now here is Victor Gallegos. Carrying well. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. He'll circle the bases, and they take the lead. It's 4-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
One down. And now the right fielder, Forrest Tamonte. Ripped, but it curls foul. Now the 0-1.
Ball too high.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. Sends it to first. Got him.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
He was late there. Strike one. Swing and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now a chance for Jeff McAtee.
Yeah.
Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Good job to fight that one off. Going 2 now.
Ball.
Carter, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Here comes a 3-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. That's to third. Escobar whips it across.
Yeah, you're out.
And the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 4-2.
Now pitching.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Damon Rogers.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And
Sean Swigum getting ready to hit. 1 for 2.
Number 5.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Caught him looking for the K.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
C-Ride.
The Halos down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. Right side. Slings to first in time.
Now batting. Right fielder. Number 37.
Daniel Sandoval will hit next.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
No.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Stretches out and hauls it in. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 4-2.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher in the game for the Angels, Franklin Stallings.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Leading off, center fielder, number 0.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Ball 2.
And now it's even up. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Up the middle, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Number 11.
And here's the catcher, Roger Saunders. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Foul ball there.
Ball.
And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. Saunders wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And the strike call will stand. Still one challenge left for them.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Tovar at first, one gone. And there's a foul ball.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Cody Berger now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. The 0-1. And it's fouled off.
What do you got?
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, didn't go. One and two here. Base knock right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting, left fielder, number 23.
And fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. Ball to strike.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And it's even up. Now a pop-up on the infield. Bonds drifts towards it. And that's the 3rd out. The Lions on top here, 4-2.
Now pitching.
Mark Miller will take over here. So in now for the Angels, Antonio Escobar.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run. Well, that two-seamer's heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Big stack center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And that drops in for a strike.
Ball
0-2
one.
fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Tying run at the plate. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. Way back there. It's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
Slade in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And that
Outside.
misses. Ball 2.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
This one in the air, center field. He's got it.
Now batting, catcher, number 98.
That
Hey.
one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Ball.
And that's a fair ball. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line. Really important at bat coming up now.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Mark Miller is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching,
Kurt
number
McLaughlin
16.
on to pitch out of the pen here. And next for LA, Alfred Shurak. 1 for 3.
High.
And now the 0-1. Ball
Ball
1
1.
there. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The Angels with the go-ahead run at the plate. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Ball.
That's
No.
a really good take.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back in Anaheim,
Leading things
stepping
off,
in,
first
Victor
baseman, number
Gallegos.
93.
The 0-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Wow, short work to send the pack in to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Hammered down the right side, the foul. In the air to left center. Cabrera on his way over. 2 away down.
Now batting, third baseman, number 1.
At the plate, Xavier Carter.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
That's the
Outside
ball.
low. And that's ball one. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Gets him to chase after that one. Swinging a foul straight back. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. Throws to first in time. That's the 3rd out. The Lions lead it 4-2. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Number 14.
Ball.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-0. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And strike 2. Popped up middle of the diamond. Carter settles under this one. Takes it in for the out.
Now batting. First baseman, number 5.
What a stop. Over to first. But no chance to get him. It's an infield single.
Now batting. The short.
Runner on at first with one gone. Ed Bonds the next to hit for the Angels. And that one fouled off.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
The 1-1.
Ball.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Got him looking for the strikeout.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
That's out to center field. And the inning is over. Angels leave one. Still down by a count of 4-2.
Now pitching for the
Eugene
Angels,
Musser
number
takes
20.
over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Number 13.
And now the DH, Jeff McAtee.
Ball. Ball.
Musser, in his 6th season, he features a slider, a two-seamer, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Ball.
That one misses. Ball 3. And there's the automatic. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And it beats him. What a play.
Now batting center fielder number 0.
Foul ball. And it's fouled away.
Ball.
Movement in the bullpen. James Hodges getting loose out there. Starks also getting ready. The 1-2. That one almost got him. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2-2 on the way. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Number 11.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Roger Saunders. He's already homered in this game. Ripped to third and caught. The Lions out front here, 4-2.
Now pitching.
A new pitcher
Number
in the
32.
game, Freddie Lindstrom. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
And leading off for the Halos, third baseman, number 27.
Line drive, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
No, that's a ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. The Halos with the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Out towards right center field to Monty. On the move to the gap. Makes the grab.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 15.
Freddie Slade, the next to hit for the Angels. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
That's a ball. Ball 2.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
In the air to left center. Tovar should have this one. 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, number 98.
Ground ball, and this should do it. Ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.